Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Ravnica Mixer Draft. We're going to dive right in. Basically, it's a pack of Guilds of Ravnica, followed by a pack of Ravnica Allegiance, followed by a pack of War of the Spark. So it's going to be pretty interesting strategically. One thing that is more common is you're going to be playing 3 colors far more often. You have to realize that not every guild is supported in every pack, and so that's going to be interesting. Prioritizing lands is nice, and maybe ending up with some of the more powerful cards from the sets. 3-color piles. It's going to be harder to draft focused aggro. But yeah, let's see what we're working with. 1,000-Year Storm is sweet. It's not really usable in limited very much, though, because when you play like your 6-mana enchantment and then you need to do extra work, it's not really going to be very good. I will say that I think this card's pretty good, but less good in this sort of set where it's harder to get a streamlined deck. I like Notion Rain, just very good value card. Doesn't really need a lot of synergy to be good. There's also Is It Guildgate? The lands are higher priority, but I'm still not going to take a land before I have like a reason to be that color unless the pack is really weak. But yeah, also the lockets get a little bit better. Green is generally a bit weaker in Guild of Ravnica, and so like the green-black and green-white cards aren't really something you're incentivized to do. But like the blue cards and the blue, black, and red cards are generally the best spot to be, kind of in all the sets almost. Especially like Grixis is really good in War of the Spark as well, so I wouldn't mind ending up there. Ionize, pretty reasonable, just a 3-mana counterspell, but not really a huge priority. The 2 damage isn't super relevant. Enhanced Surveillance is the sort of card that gets really bad in this sort of set, because you don't really like get to build all-out Surveil. Hired Poisoner is a nice defensive body. Could go well if I end up building a controlling deck. I think it's better than Muse Drake, because Muse Drake is just really expensive. Just getting a defensive body. Guildgate's a fine option as well if I end up flashing and stuff, but I'll just take the defensive body. Goes with my first pick. There's nothing too powerful in the pack. Okay, we're starting to see some stuff. I like this Demir Locket. I like Circuitous Route as well as a potential like splash around type card. Dowser was pretty good in Guilds of Ravnica, like relative to what it normally would be as a 5-mana 4/5, but probably the like stat lines lining up very well is less relevant in this sort of thing. Circuitous Route is pretty good. Like a ramp card. We're seeing a little bit of green-black stuff. There's a 2-drop. I think it's between the Locket and the Root. I think I'm going to speculate on the Root. I really do kind of want to take the Locket, but I think the Root could be a pretty sweet card. And Sultai good stuff could be a good spot to end up. I'm really not in love with this card. I kind of just want to take the Locket, solidify myself into a 2-color pair, but I am seeing a lot of green cards. I'm going to follow my gut and take the Demir Locket. I don't think I'm going to miss the Circuitous Route, really. Wow, this is a pack for red-white. Again, it's hard to draft a red-white deck that like really gets there, because the aggro cards aren't going to be supported. Like I play draft red-white in pack 1, and then pack 2 there just aren't red-white cards. It's just how it works. Muse Drake is reasonable. It never really was a super stellar card, but it's always solid. There's also a Guildgate. Got some decent value cards. The white aggro cards are kind of flowing here. Like this card's the best card by a mile, but it kind of requires me to abandon everything else I have. Foragers is solid-ish. Guildgate. Could take the Guildgate over the Muse Drake. Haven't seen some green. Not really going to miss a Muse Drake, I don't think. I'll take the Gate. Gateway Plaza is actually pretty nice. This card, less good than it was normally. Capture Sphere is solid. Removal. Direct Current is good. We're seeing a lot of like white aggro cards. We could have maybe gone a path through this draft where we took a lot of good white aggro cards, but it's just hard to do because the white aggro just isn't really as supported in later packs. It's like really abysmal in War of the Spark. So like I'm approaching this draft format a little bit differently than I normally would. I'm going to take the Gateway Plaza. It's a slow card, but I think having good mana could be really a key. Okay. Now we get a Demir Guildgate. We're just setting up our mana to play like Sultai stuff. Getting good mana. I'm not regretting the Locket pick at all. This card's reasonable. Just setting myself up for later packs. Wow, this card's actually really good. Whisper Agent. Pretty happy with the Whisper Agent, actually. There is another gate, but I'm going to take the Whisper Agent. I do still need to make playables, obviously. And I don't have that many playable cards. This card just does everything you want to do with a 3-drop, pretty much. You could sometimes ambush stuff. The Beetle. Sprouting Renewal. Probably better in this sort of environment than it was in its home environment. I'm trying to play black-blue base. Maybe green-black base. Still don't really want to take a just random 2-drop. I'd rather get a utility card. Huh. Is it Guildgate came back? It's also Disdainful Stroke. I could move into red. Get some good stuff going. I guess I'm not going to be seeing red-blue cards. It's tough. I'm just going to take this Disdainful Stroke. Get myself a Wishcoin Crab. That's just a relatively sizable body. So we've got a plan. We've got some 3-drops. We got some decent mana. Getting a Golgari Locket is a nice addition. So we have, like, pretty good setup for a Sultai deck here. Blue-green has some good cards in Ravnica, Allegiance. What's the other color combinations? Blue-green, and then there's white-black. There is... What's the other black combination? Black-red. So maybe not going to get as much helpful stuff. Blue-green is going to be where we're really going to try to gravitate towards in this coming pack. Looks like everyone's kind of avoiding the white cards, which kind of makes sense. Oh. That's interesting. It's just kind of a late game value card. What else am I taking out of this pack? I mean, this is one of the weaknesses of my strategy, is makes it harder to get good cards in this pack. I mean, Orzhov Enforcer is great. Probably a lot better than Verity Circle. And we have been seeing that there are some tools to draft aggro decks. Verity Circle is just so slow. I don't know how many other tapping effects opponent controls. Yeah. So we're just going to do that. Baby, how is this card getting passed? I don't understand. We already have like 1, 2... We're going to get a lot of multicolored cards, and this card is just nice mana fixing as well. There's a Guildgate in this pack. We're not going to be able to get that. Maybe we could wheel like Sagero Savant. We're not going to wheel the hybrid, but that's a great card. Plague White. We're going to try to stick to 3 colors because we're going to get enough power from those 3 colors. But this is going well. Ooh, Blade Juggler's really good. I would love to get this in Signet. I'm not a huge fan of Ill-Gotten Inheritance. I know a lot of players loved this card. I never did. Just never really... I felt like I always beat it when it got played against me, and I never really wanted to play it. Controversial take, I know. Blade Juggler is just a great card, even if I'm playing it like full cost. There's also Simic Guildgate, just to help my mana out. But I feel like I'm mostly a blue-black deck right now, so I don't need to worry about my mana too much. Wow. This is a heck of a card. I'll definitely take this. There's a Steeple Creeper. Duelist. We're seeing a lot of red-black stuff. Get to the point is pretty good, but we're not going to try to splash red for that. Just going to stick to our Sultai guns here. We already have a little bit of land to help. If we can get 1 Simic Guildgate to wheel, which is not super likely, but it's possible. Lawmage's Binding is pretty good, not my colors. I think I'm just going to take the Simic Locket. There's a Rentorn, which is a pretty good card. But I like just having 1 locket for each of my colors. It really helps my mana out. I'm gonna have a really good setup going into pack 3, I think. Just have to stay disciplined in pack 2. I knew that Simic was gonna be the only deck that I could get cards for. Got a couple of 5-drops already, but I think I can maybe do better than Rentorn. There's some pretty good ones in War of the Spark that I could get. Beastmaster, better than Tower Defense. This card's not great. This card's also not great. This card's reasonable. It's kind of an aggressive card. My deck is looking relatively defensive. Would I rather have just the Rush Strider? But I have infinite 3-drops, so I don't think so. Applied Biomancy's nice. Again, we decided to elect for a pack 1 and 3 approach by going into Sultai. If we had like taken more of the white cards, we could have tried to get into like blue-white stuff here. Maybe that's a better strategy because a lot of players are going to probably follow the strategy I applied and just kind of not go for the specific decks in pack 2 and 3. But okay, there's a Clear the Mind. There's a Gateway Sneak, which is just a good card. This card's not particularly good. I like the Gateway Sneak, though. We have a few gates. This is a gate. We have 3 gates, so this could do some work. Ah, this card came back. Not that surprising. Shimmer of Possibility. It just could help me with my consistency. Thought Collapse, not really where I want to be. Neither is Blade Brand, though, if I'm being honest. I'll take Shimmer, maybe. Pack 3 is really where I'm going to get a lot of the cards I need, I think. Sultai's a pretty good spot to be. I think it's interesting, the game theory approach, because I was trying not to be white because white is pretty weak in War of the Spark, but white does have a lot of good cards in Ravnica Allegiance. So maybe if I set myself up to be like black, blue, white, like Esper, and not gone into green a little bit. I mostly went into the green because the mana was pretty reasonable. Okay, Mammoth Spider's a nice pickup. Nice defensive body. But I could have then gotten a bunch of these Esper cards, pack 2. That's an interesting strategy to think about for next time. Okay, let's take this counter spell that we're probably not going to play. Tome is not looking the best. We have a few cards. We have a lot to do with our mana. We have 3 lockets for card draw. Very duelist. Never going to get played around. Also with the red cards, like, if we had gone Boros, it would have been interesting to see where that led us. We'll just take the Crocodile. I think Crocodile's actually pretty good for us because we can play it on turn 4 a lot with our lockets and it'll just stonewall aggro decks. Kind of like a Mammoth Spider of the ground. Like, if this was my deck, I would be probably pretty fine with that. I don't have an insane amount of power, but I have the tools to win, I think. In this pack, I'm going to get a lot of good cards, hopefully. Okay, immediate whiff on that department. Okay, there's a Leyline Prowler. That's the best card. Also fixes my mana, helps me play my 3-color deck. Grizzly's fine. Chandra's great, but not my colors. There's Contentious Plan, which kind of works with some of my stuff. I have like 1 counter. This thing, not really a huge priority. This thing's fine as a 2-drop. The Grizzly's pretty solid. We have a lot of mana generation, which I'm not that worried about because I have the lockets to give me extra value. And we get rewarded. Vraska is incredible. What else is there in this pack? There is Mowu, which is also great. We don't really have counters for it, though, so maybe not as good. 4 mana 3/3 Vigilance Trample is still good, though. Lazotep Reaver's good. Eternal Taskmaster's good, but we're just going to take the Vraska. Vraska's just a good card. Wow, now Gleaming Overseer. This card never really performed, but maybe it's better in this sort of environment. Ceratoc's okay, but we want to take the gold cards as well because of our tome. And just a 3 mana 1/4 that comes with a 1/1 hexproof menace is nice. And now we get Tamiyo's Epiphany. Great pickup. Just great card draw. We have a lot of card draw in the deck, but we'll be fine. At least I think we'll be fine. I don't think Gruul Beastmaster necessarily fits our stratagem. Strategy. Some Death Touchers. That's cool. This card's just a good 2-drop. I think we need it. We're going to be playing blue-black base, I think, and then playing a little bit of green. For like some of our 3-drop powerhouses. I'm going to have to sneeze. But yeah, we're just going to take the Lazotep. This card's reasonable, but Lazotep's just a nice defensive option. Well, this pack is a whiff. We'll take the rare, I guess, but really nothing for us here. Interesting draft environment for sure. I'm excited to see how this deck performs. The Ceratok. Better than the Death Toucher, I think. We have enough 2-drops. We have 1, 2, like 3, 4 early drops. Just getting a Trampler is nice. This is a good 2-drop to give me something to do in the late game. 5 mana 5/3 hexproof. How much more valuable is that than like a 4/5 Trampler or 3/7? Probably not that much more. I don't really do much with hexproof. Feed the Fallen can give me back my Vraska. I don't think I need it though. I have plenty of value in my deck. I guess Applied Biomancy is good with the hexproof thing. So what are my worst cards? Probably Shimmer. Sprouting Renewal is kind of cute. Taveri's Time Twist is actually fine. Beastmaster just doesn't fit my strategy. Anti-flyer card. We'll take the weird, maybe. I don't really have enough instants and sorceries to justify the weird, I don't think. Do I have any removal? Not really, do I? That's kind of unfortunate. That's going to make things more challenging, for sure. Got the Time Twist. The weird. Slightly less on green. Excuse me, 5, 6, 7, 8. Black sources 5, 6, 7, 6, 7 blue sources. 7, and then 4, 5, 6 green sources. I think that's fine. Just need a couple more cuts. I just have no removal whatsoever. I don't think I saw any removal, really. That's going to make this game very difficult, isn't it? Got the Duelist. I don't think it does anything for me. Then maybe I cut Sprouting Renewal. There's gonna be artifacts and enchantments running around that I need to kill, though. Yeah, this is a tough one. I can cut one of my lockets. Probably the green-black one. No, maybe the blue-green one, because I have the least blue-green cards. Like all my 5 drops are black. This makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's try it like this. We'll see how it does. I'm kind of worried because I have no removal spells, but we'll see how it does. And I'll talk to you folks in the matches. If you are enjoying this video and enjoying my content in general and want to help me continue producing videos, consider becoming a patron and contributing to the channel directly at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. It is thanks to the patrons that I'm able to make so many gameplay videos and also innovate with brand new forms of content like the Draft Meta Update series and the Drafting with Data series. Patreon is simple, it is affordable, it can be canceled at any time if you decide it is not right for you, and you also gain access to some exclusive bonus content and rewards for becoming a patron, so I really do my best to make it a win-win for everyone involved. I'm very grateful to all of the people who do support my content. There's over 100 patrons now, which is truly incredible. Special shout out to those who support at the credits level. I really do appreciate you folks as well, especially so, and I am very grateful for all of my patrons at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you want to help the channel grow and thrive into the future, Patreon is the best place to do so, and I truly appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. We'll keep this on the draw. If you are enjoying the video, remember to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel for more content. And you can even comment below with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. No, the beetle. A beetle. Okay, this hand did not get better with those 2 draws. I regret everything. Oh dear. Land me. Ho 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 ho, the perfect land. Never didn't have it. I will block the bodyguard. Actually, I probably won't. I'll just play the Vraska next turn.
Cooperation is the path to self-improvement. We'll do this together.
Can't attack or block alone. Well, this is going to be a massacre. Let's just see if they fall for this trap.
I hope we meet again.
Vraska may just be the best card in my deck. Oh, I should have played Vraska first so I could get a counter. No, I boffed it. I forgot about the synergy. This isn't even like cross-set synergy. This is like same set synergy, same color combo. So I totally should have known that. There's no way they block. But I also wanted to like be able to like, I don't know. I already kind of blow them out if they double block. This is kind of the best thing my deck has to offer. Boom, counters. I'm just going to hold up Disdainful Stroke and the Biomancy because I'm kind of dominating them on board right now. I don't want to lose to a random. What the heck? Yeah, not going to get wrecked by that guy. I can assure you. Not going to let that happen. So if I bounce this, that guy can't block. So I bounce this thing, attack them for 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just going to wait. I don't need to try to blow them out. I can just let it happen naturally. You sweet summer child. I might have been better served Giving all my guys trample will be good. They're just so dead. Well, we got a win. Let's go. It's almost more wins than I expected to get, because I was not optimistic about this deck at all. No interaction is tough. I might just want the Fairy Duelist after all. Just watching how that played out seems like it would be devastating. What cards seem worse now that I've played a single game and now know my deck perfectly? I'm not going to need this Wishcoin Crab, I don't think. There's also this infinite loop. Aid the Fallen plus Spellkeeper Weird. You can just get back Spellkeeper Weird over and over. Fairy Duelist. I feel like that's better in a tempo home, but it does work well with my Death Touchers, so I kind of want it. And as a reward, I will cut... just going to cut Sprouting Renewal. They'll probably have artifacts and enchantments. There are a lot of them running around. But the other side of that, like, I don't want to main deck Naturalize, and making a random 2/2 is just not something I'm interested in. So we'll just see what happens. It's funny, because if my opponent had landed that 6/6, I don't know how I'm supposed to get past it. Because I don't have any flying. I just kind of have, like, random ground creatures. Sad day. I don't know how I was supposed to navigate that draft differently. I mean, I was probably supposed to draft white pack 1. It was pretty open. But, like, it's so hard to do that. Because I know that in pack 3 I'm going to get wrecked by drafting white. Because white is the weakest color by a mile. It would have lined up pretty well, though. Gonna get this thing down, get our zombie hexproof menace guy out. No, goodbye Gleaming Overseer. Definitely don't need that. Feel kind of silly about this thing. We're gonna get rid of the crab. I wasted my gate. Next turn I can play Lock It into Sneak. Ouch. You got me, opponent. We're rolling in the value. We're gonna be able to cash in this locket coming up. If they're trying to 1-for-1 me with removal, this is... oh no. Actually, this is perfect. This card's pretty good. Pretty good. Kind of terrifying, actually. No! Hypothesis is disgusting.
Coming, and if you see an assassin coming for you, that's a bad assassin.
Yeah, if you see the assassin, it's a bad assassin. Shocker. Funny how that works. This is going to go well for me. Because I have the reach creature. And they've used infinite removal already, so...
People call me a dad. If you need my services, it may cost you more than just money.
Are you kidding me? They just have it all. They have so much removal. They've cast like 10 removal spells. That's why I didn't get any. They took all of them.
I won't forgive this.
Oh my gosh. Let's find me a fairy duelist. Okay, 3/7 seems good, as does the tome. Spectacle, baby! We're at 4-2 for a 3-2. Yes, please. I have just the thing for you, burglar rat. This makes a lot of my draws better. Like, a lot of my stuff is gold. Let's go, crocodile! I am Sewer King, said Rat. Oh, they didn't... What the heck? That's insane that they didn't counter that, but they countered the croc. I am Sewer King, said Rat. I am quick and cunning, and I know every tunnel. No, I am King, said Zombie. I am cold and deadly, and no rot can harm me. Then Croc came and ate them both. Still some of the best flavor text in the game. Really? Blade Brand? Oh. I'm gonna just discard the Orzhov Enforcer. Oh no, Acrobat. That darned auto tapper. Stopping me in my tracks. Get to cantrip with the Gyre Engineer. Wow. They are just all in on this Silverwing attacking me. Their deck also can't win the game. Okay. Hello, Acrobat. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh. Why are they attacking me? What? This is madness. Well, that's a lot. That's a good card. Did that just so I could hold up Disdainful Stroke in case? Wow. What the heck was that game? That was like the perfect matchup for us because they had no good cards. They just had removal spells. And we just have like 2-for-1s that are like very medium. It was like the perfect storm. Like we have no way to interact with their creatures, but they didn't play a single good creature. Oh, that was perfect. They like stole our guy. We just bounced it back to our hand with our 1-bounce spell. Honestly, if we get to 3 wins with this deck, I'll be pretty happy because it's a bit of a pile. Though maybe all of the decks are piles, but this one would be like so much better if we had like one of those opponents' removal spells. Imagine if every opponent you beat, you got to like trade cards with them. Okay, we'll keep this. Vraska's our best card. Every time we draw Vraska, we need to like win the game to like make our deck like perform. Wow, they have the small fire dog. I have my pet. I need to give it a name. The old foxtail. What is he eating? I like him. He like eats like a cracker or something. Aw. Oh yeah, you want to get it? Oh yeah. What does he grab? Like a firebug or something? You click on this enough, it falls apart, I think. Yeah. What are they up to? Come now, opponent. 'Tis a beautiful day for a game of Magic. Would you not agree? We're like Death Touch Tribal. This is actually sick. All the Death Touch cards that have wanted to be played together for all time. If we hit our forest, we can jam the Leyline Prowler into Vraska and get 2 counters. Oh. Okay, that's fine.
I leave dead bodies wherever I go. Ready to join them? Oppressors deserve whatever I feel. People call me a death dealer, but I rarely offer discounts.
Ooh, that is a savage line. People call me a death dealer, but I rarely offer discounts. Please don't kill my assassin. It is protecting my Vraska so I can make my second assassin. Then you can kill my Vraska. I have a pretty good turn sequence. Gateway Plaza, hold up Disdainful Stroke. Draw an extra card. Oh no. No. Okay, thank goodness. We're chilling. Let's go. We're in great shape. Oh, yikes. That card's good.
How you live is how you die.
Wow, they're trading their guy for my Death Toucher. Pretty reasonable play, I'd say. Nice. Oh, do I want to get this down? No, I want to hold up my counterspell. Because I can just play that alongside my Leyline Prowler this next turn, after I like stop their Hypothesis or whatever. That's a good trade for me. Then I counter whatever they play here, and then I have my Gateway Sneak to draw me another card. Hi, Sharkto Crab. Yeah, that's not happening. Jeez Louise, that card's like better than everything in my deck. Oh, hello, Leyline Crocodile. See what we draw first. Put the croc down. Ah! That card's very good as well. What the heck? Got the Poisoner. Something like shut this down. Oh no. We'll attack with all of them. Sure, they can like blank that with one of the guys, but they can't stop them all. We do want to pressure them before they just take over with infinite surveilling. Okay, that's a fine trade for us. The Grizzly is a problem. No, it even exiles. Oh, man. That's a bummer. Removal is good sometimes. My 3/4 Death Touch was important to me. And I'm just going to get 2 more cards. And this guy's a good attacker, and this thing can attack. Ah! Never mind, this guy is no longer attacking. Okay, I'm confused as to why they kept that one tapped. And I'm confused as to why they're attacking. Well, let's see. Do I have lethal? 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do that now. Get an extra attack in. Put them to 1. They weren't dead. Come on, man. That attack with the 3/4 was just so aggressive. I'm at 20. Like, what? Come on, man! Wow, we're just cruising. Defying all odds. Nobody expected this. Let's be real. If you were going to predict the score of this deck before you saw it, you probably would have said 2 and 3. But that's why you play the games, because with the right pilot, anything is possible. For some reason, when I said pilot, I immediately thought of, gosh, what's his name? Chris Pine, when he plays the pilot in Wonder Woman. That's a good movie. Or at least I enjoyed it. I like Chris Pine as an actor. I think he's quite good. Just always a fun time. Fun time with Chris Pine. I just need 1 land. 1 land more. 1 land more. 1 land more. 1 more day before the storm. Not a land, but it's okay. Better than drawing a 6-drop. I don't even have a 6-drop in my deck. What am I saying? Okay. Come at me, Clan Guildmage. I'm ready. Ho-ho. I will trade. I don't want to take extra damage. Oh, au contraire. They are also stuck on land. Oh, that's beautiful. They're discarding the hand size. Come on, let's break this stalemate. Give me the land first. No justice. He's on the draw, but he still discards the hand size. Jeez. Ceratok is my worst card and my most expensive. I could have gotten rid of the Tobe, but let's hope they draw nothing too. Oh, I really want to break this stalemate. Oh no, what is that card doing in their deck? No. There's no justice. I'm in trouble. I need them to whiff again. Oh my gosh. There is justice. If I draw a land, I can eat their guy with my Whisper Agent. Come on, Whisper Agent. Come on, Whisper. You can do it. Never mind. I'm still going to hold out hope that I can use this applied biomancy effectively. Oh my gosh, of course they hit their land first. Why wouldn't I hit my land? I'm only on the draw. Have an extra draw step at it. Game. Damage. Well, this is obviously my cue to hit a land. They finally hit a land, so obviously I'm about to. Cornelius Elegans. Just absolute travesty. There is no justice. Just disappointing. The crushing despair. It feels worse because I know that they also missed land drops, so this is a game where I miss land drops and I still have a chance to win. And then I just, like, can't actually ever draw land. Such a travesty. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. That card is so bad. Get out of here. I would have been able to use my card so effectively. And yet, alas, I'm getting butchered by a Goblin Assault team. Jeez Louise. This is just pitiful. Pitiful deck. Pitiful. If you call yourself Magic the Gathering, oh my gosh. If I had hit my third land before they hit their fifth, you know, then they'd be sorry. Jeez Louise. There we go. Finally. It's too late now, of course, because they just have this thing. Oh no, it just gives haste. It's too late anyway. I mean, couldn't draw a land to save my life. Shocker. Just a travesty. That was so easy to win if I just hit lands. Their deck also was terrible. Not that, like, I'm trying to insult my opponent. My deck is pretty terrible. But, like, they didn't have any cards that were, like, too much for me to beat. I could have just played creatures and traded off and won. Gosh darn it. Just absolute joke. Oh my gosh. Any deck where I can just trade off my creatures and win is exactly the matchup I'm looking for. Fortunately, I discarded more cards than I played that game. Here we go. On the play, I have all my colors. And they're playing Arboreal Grazer, so we got this one, I think. Unless we just draw all lands this time, as would be only just. Okay, green-white. Not only the worst color combination in the first set of this block, Guild of Ravnica, but also in the worst set of this block. They really ramped out this Ledev Guardian a turn early. They're really on fire here. Look at them go. Play a Gleaming Overseer and a Wishcoin Crab, and their day is over. We're just gonna hopefully slowly grind them out. We can't beat a flyer unless we draw our Mammoth Spider. Ah! No, I don't mean I mean ha stuff. It says reach, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. We're just going to save our applied biomancy for an ultimate blowout at some point down the line. I can feel a blowout coming. Oh, yeah, we can't beat that card. Get out of here, Syndicate Messenger. Down, I was hoping that would happen. Okay. No! Bye, Orzhov Enforcer. It was nice knowing you. Oh ho, we get some chip damage in here. Oh ho ho ho. Let's go. Who's the mightiest of them all? I am the Sewer King. I just love this flavor text. It's also just like a really funny card. 5 mana, 3/7. Just kind of a big card. We have another summary dismissal. I feel like I should be just dominating this game right now. Wait, what? Oh yes, that's the start to domination here. Oh my gosh. Well, we don't need that. Don't need that, but I'll take both of these because they both cantrip anyway. Let's just go like this. They can block there for free. Spectacle. Oh my gosh, Fairy Duelist is going to do so much work when we attack all of our like one-powered creatures. Just doing so much work. Oh my gosh, it's a 5/5. Nice. Go on, Gateway Sneak. Go on, Gateway, you can do it. Pave the way. Oh yeah, Thundering Ceratok is a big guy. Not quite as big as this guy, but still sizable. Oh no, I don't have my Fairy Duelist up. That's terrible. I thought I was going to get punished by drawing a gate immediately. If I attack all, they are going to go block, block, and then they take, and they block there, and they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's just not worth it. I'll just have to find something else. Maybe I'll find my Vraska. No! That card was good. It was important to me. The fact that I'm going to really struggle to win this game, despite being like 8 cards deeper in my library, is not a good sign. Oh, that's so good for me. Let's go. Vampire Opportunist. Say no more. I almost have the mana to do it twice in a turn thanks to this guy. Actually, I probably do have the mana to do it twice in a turn. The fact that this Arboreal Grazer is wrecking me. I mean, I need to probably flash in this Fairy Duelist just so I can start chipping it for 1 bonus point per turn. Oh my gosh, just insanity. That's a good draw. Maybe I was just supposed to make hay while the sun was shining, as the saying goes. But this thing stops the Hellkite. At least for now. Maybe they want to suicide it. Oh my gosh, I can flash this guy in, can't I? Glorious. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yeah, we're just gonna do this. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This can be used to use the Fairy Duelist. To keep my Thundering Ceratok alive. Man, maybe I got there with my, like, dinky creatures. Like, I just have so many of them. They have to block my crocodile. If that's what the world is coming to, then they are in trouble. Yeah, that's you definitely want to block 5/5 on that. Okay, 2/3 has to go there. What? Why wouldn't you just flip the? Oh no, because you don't want to jump with your flyer, I guess. I want to keep my 4/5 alive. So you're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! Barely got the job done. Holy heck. Just attack all with your dinky creatures. This is insane. Just one of the weirdest draft decks I've ever had. Just barely crossing the finish line. Vampire Opportunist randomly, like, key card. Keeping my deck, like, viable. I mean, 4 wins is way more than I expected with this deck, so I'm already happy. Oh my gosh, we just have value and just slowly churn through the cards. Sorry about that. I knocked the camera. Okay, we're chilling. Well, we got a great hand again. Once more into the breach. Fine, fellows. Sometimes I would consider waiting on this because of my Gateway Sneak. But not in this situation. If I draw a Forest, I'll probably try to get the Mammoth Spider out early. Otherwise, I'll just play Whisper. I'm happy trading a 3/2 for a 2/2 Death Touch. That's a really good trade for me. Ooh.
I lead the Golgari now. Its pain is our gain.
Okay, we are going to have to get rid of that. No longer wanting to trade. That could be really good.
Curses, that hurts.
Because I can go Tome into Applied Biomancy to finish off this Vraska next turn now. In theory. Okay.
Sacrifices must be made.
Okay. It's actually kind of a big deal. Or it was until they attacked me. What are you doing, bud? Oh, I see.
You'll pay for that.
This is tough. I needed a green source so I get that Mammoth Spider out earlier. Huh. They've been, like, sacrificing all their stuff, though, so they don't really have a ton going on.
Don't dwell on what's
Other than
above
this
them.
Vraska being a huge issue. They didn't sacrifice anything. Well, that's not good for me. Okay.
I'm still here.
I'm just gonna find a forest. Perfect. Ah, Death Touch for my Death Toucher, I see. What? Why would you use your Vraska in such a way? So, I guess they're more scared of my deck because they don't know what's in it. Vraska down.
Bored with this fight.
Ah, I see. Goodbye, value train. I hardly knew ye. Oh, those are both great. I'll just hold up my applied biomancy just in case I need it. And then Fairy Duelist just dominates Pitiless Gorgons super hard.
I'm good at what I do, and what I do is win.
If they want to kill the Gateway Sneak, I'm okay with that. Obviously, they're going to block the Mammoth Spider, or that. I think having some interaction in every deck is super key, because having interaction gives you the, like, skill expression opportunities. Like, if you're just playing your cards, you have no way to use your, like, skill at all. Like, knowing what to counter and things like that. Ooh, Footlight Fiend, I'm terrified. I'm quaking in my boots. Oh, I don't quite have the mana. 14. They're probably just dead. Yeah. Got him. Wow, we are crushing it. Win some, lose some. I love the opponent's attitude. And they used Quintorius, so they're a winner already in my book. Okay, on the draw with the slowest hand possible. We will totally keep it, though. Just lock it into Crab. Crab will save us. And they're an individual of taste. Using the Soul Ring sleeves. You'll love to see it. Well played. Well played indeed. Oh, yes, a 2-drop. A 2-drop! They said it couldn't be done. Wow, hello, Demir Informant. We're really good at stalling, so we just have to chip in with our Death Toucher whenever we can. But they kept them both on top. It's a bad sign. Like, trading 1 point for 1 point is good for us. Sure. I don't want to fight over it. I'll just take my 1/1. Get my 4/5 down. This thing can use its +1/+1 to kill the Fairy Duelist at some point.
I lead the Golgari now. How you lived is how you'll die.
So if they make the obvious blocks, I end up way ahead. Okay, so we'll do first to that one. Wow, that double block is actually really smart by them. Lets them generate another guy.
I'm running out of room to store my trophies.
I'll be able to finish off with my 1/1 though, which is nice. Then they have their Death Toucher, which can hold back my Ceratok. At least until I find my Fairy Duelist. I want that. That could be really good. All of these cards could be really good for me, though. Another Fairy Duelist wouldn't be great. I could probably trade the Gateway Sneak for the 1/1.
Don't flatter yourself.
Got my heavy hitters coming in. It's unfortunate because now they don't have to trade. Why does it still say scry? They didn't scry. They surveilled. It was surveillance. Opportunist is going to start getting activated at some point along the line here. Oh no, a flyer. I'll have my anti-flyer card. I have one gate left in my deck that will let this guy draw me a card. I have two of these things sitting in play to just use to my heart's content. Pretty much can't attack until I find my Fairy Duelist. Wow. How do they cast this card when they have two islands in play? That's insane. I mean, obviously it's a great card. Oh, there's Fairy Duelist. That was not the best block. I mean, I had so many times I could have made that trade. The idea that I would just suddenly make it for no reason is kind of flawed, I think. Okay, so I'm going to crack this locket. Just keep building up my mana base. And I need to start activating this thing, but I wanted to get this guy in play. And then... now that they don't have the Death Touch, I can start attacking with all of my guys, maybe. They have 4 cards in hand, but I have this to crack again. And they're going to start hitting more lands, too. They have 7, I have 7. Eventually we'll draw the King of the Sewer, the Catacomb Sifter. Not Catacomb Sifter, Catacomb Crocodile. Whatever it's called. We're just going to activate this as many times as we can until it dies. Get them in striking distance of an alpha attack. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to be able to double activate it soon. Nice. Wow, they just concede. They don't even need to wait for me to show that I can't actually attack past the 2/2 flyer ever, or a 4/4 vigilance, really. I guess I could like attack with this guy and they'd have to make some trades. Just have so much value. That's honestly like probably fair from the opponent, but it's also really funny because I have very few ways to push through once the boards get stalled. I just have to attack and like take bad trades. And just out-resource them. Wow, we're 6-1. Let's go. Clearly just boosted, as they say, whatever that saying is. Okie doke. It's the money match. This is the one that we've been waiting for. We're going to keep this on the play without an island because I'm a mad lad. Also, I recorded one video without my camera on, and then I just remembered that I had my camera on, so everyone could see that I was just blatantly checking my phone between rounds. That's right. I have a phone, and I'm not afraid. Oh my gosh. Of course. Of course the opponent is Beast and has Amara on turn 2. But don't worry, we will show them who's boss with our Catacomb Crocodile. Amara might even have a crown on. No, they don't. Dang. That would be really funny. Oh my gosh, they're trying to play Constructed. They're trying to play, like, all of these fancy cards that you've seen everywhere. And I'm just showing them the might of the Catacomb Crocodile. Try to defeat my defenses. Just try. Okay, well, that's going to get destroyed by my Fairy Duelist. I'll show him. I'll show him who's boss.
I only make targets that I'm an artist.
This is incredible. Let's go. The crocodile is actually, like, legitimately huge. It's like a 3/7. Like, what the heck are you going to do about that? What's the hubbub, bub? Oh, no. No. Sad day. Okay. Well, I understand completely. You do what you gotta do sometimes. Please attack all. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. This Fairy Duelist is gonna be like a 2-for-1. Just like they're gonna attack all. I'm gonna kill, like, everything. Okay. Shrink that thing. So the question is, would I rather have an extra 1/1 or a Fairy Duelist? Okay, so I've already killed their Crawl Stinger. I'm just gonna kill their 1/1 Lifelinker. This thing's not going to be able to generate that much more advantage.
Pathetic.
Oh my gosh, just so much value. The mighty defense known as a Wishcoin crab. The Crabe. Oh, fear me, fear me. Oh, the Generous Stray. They're just playing all of the like stereotypical, like really random cards. Okay. Whatevs, bud. This is hilarious. I feel like I'm just crushing them because they're like playing 2-for-1 city, but all their cards are tiny and can't attack past a Wishcoin crab. Okay, they get a Crunch Wrangler. Crunch! I'll keep that guy. Boom, 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 da, da. The coast is clear. I can start chipping in. Every point matters. Because again, my deck can't break a board stall to save its life. They just have the widest board ever. If they do attack me, though, I mean, it's not going to end well for them. It's hilarious. Playing the 1/1 stops me from doing, like, so much. But again, it's probably worth. Like, I can't activate this, I can't activate this. I will activate this coming up, I think. No! Vigilance? Oh, terrifying. I'm quaking in my boots. That was an interesting attack. I'll just say that much. I should have, no, maybe I should have just blocked with the Death Toucher, honestly, because, like, the combat trick they were representing was +3/+3. But I was fine. I would have just absorbed it. Oh, Hexproof. Shocker. Okay. My Fairy Duelist is going to go all the way. Plus Vampire Opportunist. This game is just so stable for me right now. I've just got, like, infinite Death Touchers. If they can't kill the Opportunist, they're just toast. Okay, they killed the Opportunist. That was maybe overkill. Jeez Louise. Yep. Just keep chipping, just keep chipping. What do? We chip. I need to make sure I don't deck myself. I do have my 1/2 Death Toucher that can die into another 1/1 flyer to double my clock speed. I'm not sure I want to play this because it'll cause me to deck out quicker. And again, if I can find my flyer. It's funny because my deck stalls really well, but I also only have 1 flyer. Just need to keep my deck count higher. Okay, that's problematic. Though at the same time, it likely doesn't matter. Oh, a 3/2, I'm terrified. I'm quaking in my boots. Dang, the fact that they were able to kill my Vampire Opportunist is actually kind of bad for me. Now that's a card. Okay. I'm kind of in danger, but at the same time, I'm not that afraid. And I can maybe get some good stuff going because of the way Trample interacts with this. Did it really tap me out of blue mana? That's a tilt. That's an ultimate tilt. Well, luckily they whiffed. I mean, they have an opportunity to not whiff. Jeez Louise. That's not a huge deal. I probably wouldn't have countered that anyway. I'm in so much trouble if they have removal. A reach creature would also be a problem. It's funny because I don't care about that guy at all. All I can say is do your worst. I need my Orzhov guy not to be the bottom card of my deck. Wow, that was lucky that I got the attack like that. Now I have my Fairy Duelist continuing to go the distance. They just don't have any juice left. They've just been hit by this thing like millions of times. There he is. There's the clock speed that I was looking for. Oh, gosh. It's sad, because if I had found him a little bit later, I wouldn't have been able to attack with him, because they just, like, chump, gain a life, chump, gain a life. It just slows my clock down infinitely. Sure. I pretty much don't care if it doesn't say reach on it. Make sure they have a lot of big creatures now. So I, like, semi-care. But, like, I've literally been saving it for this mammoth spider that I didn't know that they had for sure, but that I was afraid of. Yep. Smart. That's a smart block. Can't imagine they have much left. 7. Sure. Yeah, they have 5 lands left here. So they have 2 actual spells. Most likely not flyers. Kidding me. Oh my gosh, they do have a flyer. Man, once they play this Pegasus, I have to be on defense. But now that they're going to deck themselves because they've spent the entire game looking for this Pegasus. Now they have less cards in their deck. What an insane game. Well, that card's kind of scary if I didn't have a Death Toucher. Huh. Well, that's interesting that they would make that attack this turn instead of next turn. So I literally just have to survive and I win. So block R3-5 there. R4-5 there. R2-2 Death Toucher. This thing doesn't have trample. So we save slightly more damage if we block this one. No, that's not true at all. We save way more damage by blocking the non-trampler one. So 2-5. Block. Man, this block is complicated. Here, we'll chump the 6. And then we'll go block. And I take 2, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. Probably could have thrown this guy somewhere. What a weird game. Hopefully I didn't completely boff that. They should have waited. They could have attacked that guy. He was actually kind of scary. I would have to chump him or something. Jeez Louise. What a deck. And then the only game we lost was when we just like never got past 2 lands despite lasting like 10 turns. What the heck? What a wild format. We literally just like, we didn't have a single hard removal spell. We just literally chipped in with a fairy duelist, causing so much pressure that they had to deck themselves with Vivian's Grizzly just to stop it. We held that counterspell for that Mammoth Spider, which forced them to keep digging. What was that? That was incredible, is what that was. That was one of the greatest overperformances I've ever seen. I feel like this deck was not that good. Like, it was probably fine enough to get like 3 wins, 4 wins. But, I mean, obviously, maybe it was just the pilot is just so handsome, I mean, skilled at Magic the Gathering, that he can use the key card of Catacomb Crocodile, along with just, like, random lockets and Vampire Opportunist to make Vampire Opportunist into the scariest card in the history of the game. Got hit by a band together that did like 40 damage. That Fairy Duelist I put in the deck was clutch. Having even a single flyer enabled me to do things that nobody dreamed possible. Was amazing. I really hope you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you made it all the way to the end, remember to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more content, click that bell icon, and comment below with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. And if you did make it to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag what just happened to let me know you made it all the way to the end. Or you can leave hashtag duelist goes the distance, because that was one of the best duelists of all time. Just absolute. Not only did he start off as a 2-for-1 by like eating a 1/1 and killing the 2/2 Death Toucher, but he also just hit him for like 15. So yeah, you can leave those hashtags to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. You can find more of my stuff. You can find the Patreon if you want to support my content. If you enjoyed this video, you want to help me make more videos in the future, gain access to some bonus content, but mostly just help me continue making these videos. I really do appreciate everyone who supports me on Patreon, and I really do hope you enjoyed this. You can also find NicolaiBolas merchandise if you want to wear some NicolaiBolas swag, as they say. So some cool stuff over there, linked in the description below as well. There's like a mug that says #1 Mythic on it. I got a kind of a kick out of it when I made it. Just like, it's like instead of like #1 Dad, it says #1 Mythic, and it's got the NicolaiBolas logo and stuff. There's a t-shirt, a hoodie, and there's a sticker too if you like that sort of thing. You can also find my Discord server, which is free to join. Everyone's welcome. It's a really great community. Almost 500 members, by the way, so really cool if folks want to join the Discord server, get it up to that milestone, and become a part of the community there. You can also join the channel, support my content that way. If you become a YouTube member, you get a little badge, which is really cool. That levels up over time. So it starts off as like a common badge, and then becomes an uncommon after a couple months, then a rare badge, and then mythic badge after like a year of being a member. It's like $1 a month, so cool little reward there. But yeah, lots of cool stuff in the comments and in the description down below if you're looking for more of my stuff. My articles as well are linked there. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling now, but I'm just kind of soaking in the majesty that was this deck. Absolute blast to play. Turns out that the rat may not be the sewer king, the zombie may not be the sewer king, the crocodile is actually the sewer king, and I controlled the crocodile, so I guess I'm the ultimate sewer king. Maybe that's not something to be proud of, but this deck was insane. Vraska was sweet, just all of the value. Fair duelist. Applied Biomancy was absolutely absurd, just like consistent like 2-for-1. So much value, so much wins, super awesome. I really hope you enjoyed it. That's going to do it for this one, and I'll talk to you next time.